just got fired from a job, and I don't know how to react. I don't know. I want to cry. I don't know. I don't have no plans what I'm gonna do now. But this proves the fact that I always talk about that nothing is for sure. You never know what's gonna happen or tomorrow. Like I used to think this is a secure job and I don't need to worry about anything, but I just lost this job and I cannot do nothing now. So, and the other thing is, it was a job. They can fire me anytime. They can fire you anytime.
Rutgers grad, great GPA, can't get anything. Right now, a lot of people just really wants to get some decent jobs, but there's really not that many jobs out there. Right now, a lot of people are saying that they're tired of entry level jobs not being entry level. Okay, you got people with really good internships, participate in the clubs, organization, got the good grades, like what you're supposed to do as a college student, and can't get anything. I mean, this person applied to hundreds of jobs, can't get anything. They just want something. They just want to get their foot in the door. And a lot of my friends are saying the same thing. Like some of them settle down for some pretty crappy jobs, like 30, 35, $40,000 a year, which really isn't that much salary after taxes, but they're just gonna have to take it. Salaries are being lowballed, cost of living is becoming more expensive. Everything is kind of cooked.
This is me finding out I'm laid off via email. Yeah, that's what I woke up to today. I'm honestly still in shock. Gonna process it, take some time. So if I'm not doing my usual stuff, that's why. But this is the fourth time in 2 years that this has happened. And there's only so much people can actually take. And the worst part is, I was told I was going to be okay. Surprise, I'm not. Um, so yeah, I have to sort some things out. And when is this madness honestly going to stop? And I know it's not personal, but companies need to remember that employees are people. We're human beings. We aren't numbers, we aren't IDs, we aren't salaries. We're human beings. And being told one thing and waking up to an email saying another is pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. And yeah, I don't know. Do I change industries? Do I use this as an opportunity to, I don't know, move to Portugal on a retirement visa? I don't know. I don't know. And it's not about the salary. It's about doing something. It's about working. I don't like being idle, and I don't like not being useful. And that, to me, is the worst part of it. And I know I'm very fortunate to be in a position to be able to say that, but I find purpose in being useful. And now I'm not again.
I've been laid off twice in the past year, as if once wasn't enough. A second time, absolutely. And one of the first things that I feel like the heaviest things that you deal with unemployment is the guilt, because even when it's out of your control and you can't necessarily decide who hires you and who doesn't. In my case, I can't even decide who decides to look at my resume in the first place. Like, that's not even my problem. It's not like I'm hiring or interviewing for these jobs and not getting them, because then I would know, okay, it's me. Like, I need to fix how I'm presenting myself. I can't even get the interviews. And that's a part that I'm confident about. That's the part that I'm like, if I get this, I get it in the bag. And it's crazy how, like, the guilt is just there all day, every day. If I'm applying to jobs, I feel guilty that I don't get any responses back. If I don't apply to jobs, I feel guilty that I didn't apply to jobs. If I am applying during the week and nothing comes of it during the week, like at the end of the week, I feel terrible about myself. But then also, I know it has to do with just this like societal guilt that's been ingrained in our brains, because on the weekends or during vacations, I don't feel this guilt, because it's okay if I don't have a job on the weekends because everybody else doesn't have a job on the weekends. It's crazy. The guilt is crazy. It's the hardest part, because yes, obviously there's financial stress that comes with it, but it's the fact that like nothing feels like enough. Like even when I'm working on my own projects and things that really fulfill me, there's this little eating away in the back of my brain that's like, this is stupid. People won't respect you for this. You need to have the 9 to 5. Like even if it's paying you nothing and treating you like garbage, like it's better to have that than nothing. crazy. I don't think we talk about it enough.
I never thought I would lose my job right before Thanksgiving, let alone Christmas with my family coming and the pressure that that brings with it. But this week has been eye-opening to me. It's been hectic. It's been shocking. And I cannot believe that I'm unemployed right now. I do not share much about my job just because that is a part of my life that I keep very private because it is a very important piece of my life. It has allowed me to reach heights in my life and to achieve things I never thought I'd be able to achieve growing up in Mississippi. And so to lose that over the weekend has been very crazy for me. I've watched it impact Connor and the way that he is just, worried about me. But I would be lying if I didn't say I was kind of scared right now. I would be lying if I said that I wasn't worried. I'm still trying to kind of figure it out day by day of what this is going to look like for me. I just went and picked up a new laptop because I have to get to work somehow. I have to figure out, for the first time in my life, what this is going to look like post job. Whether I dive into this full time, to be honest, or whether I go back into corporate America in sales. I haven't figured it out. I don't know when I'm going to figure it out. I feel like I need to figure it out quickly because my health insurance ends at the end of this month. It is kind of hitting me really right in the stomach because I always worry about money. It's always on my mind. Being a young adult and always being worried about money has kind of forced me to think in dollar signs at all times. And so this is freaking me out. But I'm going to figure it out. I always do. I always land on my feet. And I think this is going to be a blessing in disguise further down the line that I cannot see. And I just want to say thank you for all of you for sticking along with me. And I promise we'll get through this together and I'll keep you updated as much as I can along the way. But before I start crying, I'm going to hang this up. So I'll talk to you later.
I just lost my job literally 30 minutes ago and I haven't even fully processed it yet. And I took a shower because I didn't know what to do with myself. I haven't told anyone. I haven't told my husband. I haven't told my mom who's here with the baby. I'm literally just trying not to panic. But I feel like I have to make this video even though I don't want to make this video. I feel very, embarrassed. But this is real life and honestly right now I'm just not even sure what to do because next month we're gonna have no income coming in at all. I used to work literally 40 hours with these two jobs combined and I'm going down to 5 hours a week. I know we're gonna be fine, but it's hard not to panic. So my TikTok family, my moms that I love so much, I know you guys are very supportive, and so I figure why not just share what's going on. And if you want to support in any way, literally I don't ask for anything at all, just share this video or comment on your favorite video that's on my channel. And I'm gonna update my affiliate links on my Pink and Lio. I'm gonna put in parentheses which ones are affiliate if you want to support in that way. Honestly, I hate making this video. I do. I don't know why every part of me is so uncomfortable with it, but here I am. Here's the truth. And if there's any chance that I can help grow this platform to hopefully make any kind of money from it, it would be great. I love making content and I love this platform. But, hopefully I can also find a job. Anyway, that's it. I don't know what else to say. I will keep you guys updated. I know we'll be okay. I know it. It's just so hard to process all of this at once. Bye.
Oh, random rant of the day about the job search. I've been out of a job since August and I have been actively searching. It's just one of the worst markets for tech right now. But one of the platforms I cannot stand is LinkedIn. The platform itself stops showing you the less that you use a platform. I was actively using LinkedIn every day, checking in the past, and maybe I would get 50 search, like you showed up in 50 different searches, which means that recruiters are seeing your profile. And the moment that I stopped using LinkedIn, they stopped pushing my profile out. So it went from 50 down to maybe I checked recently, it's I've showed up in 5 searches. So what that actually means is that LinkedIn as a profile is not showing you to recruiters or anything like that because you're not visible enough. So what does that mean? That means that you should be posting absolute trash on their platform, and that's why you see such hot garbage posts all the time. And my least favorite thing is the fact that whenever you're out of a job, LinkedIn really starts pushing that you should pay for their paid service to help you find a job, but it doesn't help. It doesn't help. You don't have money to be spending on a platform trying to find a job, but then they're like, oh, you should use our paid platform to help. You should give us $40 a month to help you find a job. And then $40, like 7 months later, you can't find anything. I don't know. It's just such a predatory platform. And like, it just annoys me so bad the more I think about it and the more I see that platform.
I'm at this point in my job search where I'm so sick and tired of corporate America, it makes me sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm begging to get a job and to be picked. And it blows my mind when people are like, reach out to the recruiters on LinkedIn, reach out to try to network. It feels like high school. Why am I begging people to hire me and trying to show them my value? It feels sickening. And then seeing all these companies just do mass layoffs, and all I do is apply for jobs all day. And I took a $15 pay cut to be able to survive. And I feel like I just cannot do it anymore. I don't want to work for another company to give me a salary to live off of them. They own me, really, is what it comes down to. And I have to figure something else out. Because I sell vintage kids' clothes on the side, and that's great. But that's not cutting it for me. I need to figure something else out where I'm in control of my own money. I don't want to go back to corporate America. It's making me so sick, especially because I used to work in tech. And I feel like the tech industry is just so gross because you either have someone who's making money and they're like, you guys aren't doing it right. Like, I don't fucking know. They're just so disgusting. Or they're being laid off like crazy. And I think so many people have had these rude awakenings where it's like, you don't matter to these companies. And they don't have like a personality outside of their work. And I'm like, I don't need to beg someone to think that I'm valuable and that I have a lot to offer. Because I built myself up to where I got to because of the things I've been through in life, from my life experiences, because I had no choice and I still have no choice. But thinking of just continuously fighting for a job in this job market feels exhausting. It's exhausting and I don't want to do it anymore. I'm over it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I'm not filling out another Workday application. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not. Why? Every time there's a Workday application, I have to sign in and make a new profile and what? Put my resume in there so that way you can be like, okay, can you retype in your work experience? I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. Like, I think I'm getting to the point where like applying for jobs is like making me go insane. Like, I need to be committed at this point. Put me in a padded room, okay? It's like there's no easy pathway to just like getting a new job nowadays. Cause like all the apply and easy LinkedIn stuff, where do you think that's going? It's going straight to the trash, okay? And then all of the Workday ones, they're like, we can make this so difficult for you. We can make this so hard just so we can throw that application in the trash. We're never going to get back to you. You know, like it's everything. I've done several interviews this month, which count me lucky, I guess. But like, no one's taking me. I'm going nuts, okay? I would rather throw myself off the 3rd floor of a building at this point than continue filling out job applications.
I applied to a job and I got a request for an interview, and I got it a couple days before today, and today was supposed to be the day that I was going to have an interview, and they canceled it, and I got a link saying to reschedule it, so I rescheduled it for the next available time, which was 4 p.m. today, and then I get another message saying that it was canceled and to reschedule it for another time, so I picked the next earliest time, which was tomorrow at 10:30. And I get an email from the person that I was supposed to be talking to, so like the hiring manager, the HR person, that, you know, her bad, but the interview request was sent in an error, and if you have any questions to let me know. I misinterpreted that as in, oh, that the phone screen was an error and that they wanted to see my face on camera. And I got ready and everything, and then was texting my friend who referred me to this position, and quickly realized that they meant to say that I was basically not being considered for the role, and that they canceled this interview because like I wasn't being considered.
how can you not realize that the person that you sent an interview request to isn't being considered for days? I got this days before today, and I received that message saying that it was a mistake and that this was an error on their part. I don't understand why the job market is cruel and impersonable and just downright awful. It's been so hard to find a full-time position, and just in general, not even like in the field that I got my degree in, not even like in, the field that I chose for my path, right? But like anything. And I'm just kind of at a point where I don't know what to do anymore. Yeah. I never do things like this ever, but I feel like this needs to be talked about.
One thing about me is I will always quit a job. Okay, I've been working full-time since 2021, and I'm currently at my 4th company. I always quit a job. First job out of grad school, the manager was mean. She used to make me cry. Absolutely not. Left. Okay, went to the next job. Next job, I was only there for about a year. I got laid off. I didn't anticipate quitting at the time. I was planning my exit once I hit my 2 years, but I only got to 1 year. Anyway, so that one let go. So then I started a new job. Wait, oh my gosh, no, actually I've been at 5. I started a new job for 2 days, but then I got a new job. Literally got the offer for the job that I actually wanted. So I quit that job after 2 days. And then now that job that I went to after that, I was only there for 5 months. Barely hit 5 months. I started in July. By November, I was gone. And now I'm currently on my new job. And I've been at the job for a year. I do plan on staying on this one for a while. And that is because the economy sucks. Okay, as a professional quitter, don't quit that job. Don't quit that job. I've been at, now realizing, 5 companies in 5 years. Don't quit, okay? In grad school, college, I used to quit. I remember one time in college, I was having a terrible, terrible, terrible day. I was working at the Dean of Students office, and my manager was just always so mean to me for whatever reason. And this one day, she picked the worst day to be mean to me. I sat there, I said, okay, this is my last day. I literally finished my shift, drafted my email. As soon as my shift was over, hit send, I walked out the door and never came back. I quit that job right there on the spot. I'm a professional quitter. However, hold that job. Don't quit. If the job is, maybe the manager is stressing you, try to find maybe a new department within the company, okay? Try to find maybe a new project within the company. Something. Have the new job offer for the new company before you quit. And even that's risky. Actually, start on the first day at the new company before you quit the next job. Do day 1 at that new company. Even if you haven't offered, just start. Let your first day come. And then you quit the job. Because the way the job market is,
I got laid off 3 weeks ago, and here's what I haven't done. I haven't updated my resume. I haven't applied to any jobs. I have not panicked. Instead, here's what I have done. I've checked in with my coworkers who were also impacted, just see how they're doing and support them in any way that I can. I've scheduled a lot of connection chats, and I've been speaking to people that have been also laid off. I've been talking to old coworkers who I haven't spoken to in quite some time to reconnect. And I've also been talking to potential business partners to help me with my coaching business. I scheduled a call with my financial advisor so we could go over my finances and understand what my next 3, 6, 9 months, even 12 months and beyond look like given this layoff situation. I have shared my story on social and stood tall in this experience instead of letting it shame me. This might be a little woo, but I have scheduled 2 calls with my trusted psychic medium friends who gave me a lot of clarity into the meaning behind this layoff and what comes next for me. I've decluttered my house, and as a type A Virgo, that has given me so much more joy than I could have even imagined. Decluttering my space has decluttered my mind. I have focused on my mental health and physical health and just have been journaling and processing, reflecting on this experience and my past 11 years at the company that I worked for. I've been making time to get outside and go for walks and enjoy this fall spring weather that we're having in Chicago. Lastly, I have hired a company to help me build and scale my career coaching business, which I'm super excited about. It's gonna hopefully lead to bigger, better, and bolder things for me. If you too are navigating a layoff experience, anything of the sort, know you are not alone. There's a lot of people in your situation, myself included. I just hope that you are taking this time to yourself to process, to rest, to recalibrate, maximize this short amount of time that you have to focus on you and what you really want in your career moving forward. If you need support, guidance, or just to commiserate along the way, I am here as a career coach, an ear, a confidant. Just know that this is part of your career story. This is just a chapter in that book that's gonna be helping you stretch, learn, and grow, make you stronger, wiser than you ever have before. So that way you can take that most aligned action in whatever that next career move looks like for you.
I got laid off from my job at LTK almost a week ago, last Tuesday. The day that I got laid off, I woke up with the flu. So I've been out of it in many ways for almost a week now. Some of you guys may follow me from my time working at LTK. A few years ago, I was posting a lot of like in-office days and stuff like that. I had been at LTK for about 3.5 years. This fall, it would have been my 4th year at LTK, which is so crazy. So it feels really, really wild to be back, like applying for jobs, interviewing for jobs. When I started at LTK, I really thought that that was going to be like my end all be all. But I am a firm believer that God does not do anything by accident, of course. So if there's a reason for me getting laid off, then it's just like a time thing. Time will tell. So I feel really honestly at peace about it. I'm honestly really excited for my next steps and what's to come. So with that being said, I also wanted to make this video because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that I've like made connections with. I've built my platform on TikTok, and I'm kind of just putting this video out there to see if anyone will have opportunities maybe at their jobs or know of someone. I have worked in the marketing like campaign space for over 6 years. I feel like I have a really solid resume, and I'm really proud of all of my experience and like what I've learned since graduating college and working full time. So for my next role, my new kind of dream job, if you will, is to work for a brand or work at a brand like in-house and be on their influencer marketing team. If you guys know anyone, if you know any brands that are operating with those roles, would love to know. Also with me doing TikTok and like influencing, if you will, very much open to like brand collaborations, partnerships, things like that on like my personal side of things in this, you know, in between while I find a new job. I wanted to give you guys an update, but also just wanted to put myself out there, and I would be happy to send anyone my resume or what I've done for work in the past. I've never been laid off before, so this is just like something new that I will be navigating. If you've been laid off, send me your tips and tricks. I guess fortunately and unfortunately, there's a group of girls at LTK who I love. They are dear friends of mine, I consider, and we're all in the same boat together. So really helped get me through this last week and, you know, what's to come. I feel like this video has made no sense. I don't think my brain's working yet from getting over the flu. So keep me in mind for anything that you guys see. Love ya. Bye.
Applying to jobs all day, every day is so fucking miserable. No sugarcoating it. It's the worst thing in the world. As you guys know, I've been unemployed for 10 months. For the first few months, I was applying to so many jobs, like any job that would hire me because I needed a job so bad. Like in marketing, which is the field I work in, or like minimum wage job, anything. Did not get one for a few months, had to move home with my parents. Pause, look at this sandwich. Oh, Jersey Mike's fucks it up every time. When I first moved here, I was like, I'm gonna try really hard, obviously still, to get a job so that I can move out. But then I was like, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I kind of just have fun money, I don't have to pay rent. Like, maybe let's just live like this for a little bit. Recently, my car broke down. And then I was like, oh, maybe this is a wake-up call. You need to get a fucking job. Fun's over. Job time. So now we're back in our, like, applying to a bunch of jobs all day, every fucking day. Jobs I don't even want. Jobs that pay so little amount of money. It actually is, like, what's the point in the first place? And it sucks, and it's so discouraging. Like, I'm doing everything I can. For example, this morning I applied to a job, and I was like, damn, this seems really fun. First time I'm like, I see a job that I'm like, oh my god, that would be so fun to work at. So I put so much effort in my resume and my cover letter. Tell me why 2 hours later they send me an email and say the position has been filled. It's like low-key just shit timing, but okay, cool, so I'll just like kill myself. And not having a car to be able to go anywhere. I'm going crazy. Unemployment month 10 update, I guess. Trying really hard again to find a job, remembering how much it sucks.
This is my first time being unemployed in 6 years, and wow, this is pretty nice. Other than the fact that I'm gonna run out of money soon, it's pretty nice. Like, I had time to make myself breakfast, I got ready this morning, I slept in. Whew, I could get used to this.
I saw this video today saying that the unemployment claims unexpectedly rose last week to 231,000, and I chuckled a little bit because who in the world thinks that that's unexpected? I've been creating career content on here for 3 or 4 years, and when I first started creating career content, there were careers, there were jobs. And then last year I was like, hey guys, it's feeling like there's no jobs. And like all the career coaches and people who get paid to tell you that there are jobs because they want your money were like, no, you're wrong, you're being negative. I would post on LinkedIn all the time. I haven't posted on LinkedIn in like probably like 6 months because there's genuinely just nothing I can share on there anymore. And every time I do share something, I sound really negative and I sound like a conspiracy theorist, and I'm not. I can see this pattern that's happening, and there's no way you think there are jobs out there. This 231,000 of unemployment claims does not even count like the 100,000 jobs that were just cut in January, because a lot of those people from the companies like UPS, Amazon, some of those people still haven't even been laid off. And even if they are laid off, they have a severance, so that means they're still not putting in unemployment claims. Is the term unexpectedly to use that when we've been talking about these layoffs since like 2023, and then they kept happening in 2024, and then they still kept happening in 2025, and here we are in the beginning of 2026 and there are already 100,000 jobs, people laid off. It's not unexpected. This is literally planned. Like, this is what they planned on this. So you're telling me that the same companies who've been doing layoffs, like Amazon was one of the companies that announced thousands of layoffs in January, y'all been doing layoffs since 2023 and you still haven't learned how to like hire correctly? Before it was that y'all overhired. That y'all aren't overhiring anymore. So what is it? Because I know y'all are still making money.
I'm looking for a new job. My mom called me the other day and she was like, how's the job search going? I was like, yeah, it's going pretty awful. And she was like, well, have you tried just dropping off your application? Go to Publix, go to Walmart, go to Target. You don't think I tried that, Mom? It's not 40 years ago. I can't just walk in at 13 years old with a jolly smile on me and be like, I'm ready to work. My dad and mom need some money. Fuck out of here. McDonald's requires you to have 3 years of customer service nowadays. You basically got to have a bachelor's degree in fucking flipping burgers just to work there. What happens if I take that fucking Mickey D and shove it up where the sun don't shine? Then what? Like, manager looking at me like we're running a full-on establishment. Bitch, you're serving chicken nuggets. And not even good ones, bro. This shit is horse meat. This shit is, I don't even want to tell you what it is. Like, why does some fast food places require more experience than a desk job? At this point, I'm going to just take my chances at going up to JP Morgan and just throw my application out the door. Throw rocks at the fucking skyscraper, right? Fuck it.